What's up mga boss? Usapang basketball improvement na naman tayo. Ang madalas na tanong, kailangan ko bang magbuhat para makasabay sa larong basketball? Ang pagbubuhat nga ay kailangan at napakalagang aspeto para ma-develop ang strength, power at explosiveness ng isang player, magpa-opensa man yan at depensa. Nang pumasok si Giannis sa mundo ng NBA ay hindi mo masasabi na siya ay freak in nature. Taon ang ginugol ni Giannis sa pagbubuhat at training bago niya nakuha ang MVP at nickname na Greek Freak. Sa interview sa kanya ay nasabi niya na sa gym na ng Milwaukee Bucks siya natutulog. Maging si Michael Jordan nga ay dinurog ng Detroit Pistons sa pisikalan na naging dahilan para hindi siya makapasok sa championship.
Instead, the Pistons will force him to come to the middle of the floor off the dribble, trying to get help from the next defender.
Ngunit bumalik ng 1991 season na mas malakas at laban sa pisikalan dahil sa mga training at strength conditioning na pinagawa sa kanya.
It finds Jordan. Michael to the hoop. What a throw! Oh! It's a 5-point game with 3:45 left. Boy, Michael, some dunk, huh? Oh, monster. Woo!
This is one for the book, UB. He's done a lot of great shots, but I've never seen this before from him.
You see, it was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just toss it up.
Subalit sa mundo ng basketball ay may specific training kung ano ang mga parte ng katawan ang kailangan ikondisyon at palakasin. Hindi ito yung pagbubuhat na kagaya ng resulta sa mga nagba-bodybuilder. Ano nga ba ang benefits ng pag-gym sa larong basketball? Vertical jump, some ay gifted sa kanilang pagtalon, pero ang weight training sa basketball para sa legs ay makakagarantiya ng mas mataas na pagtalon para sa rebound at slam dunk.
This is a very effective exercise, especially for 1-foot jumpers, and it is very, very intense. This is the big daddy of plyometrics. This is like what we train to train, right? This is the thing that you can eccentrically overload the most out of any plyos, because the only thing you're limited by is the height of the box. Now, for some reason, a lot of people don't see sprinting as plyometrics, but remember, a plyometric, all we're doing is training eccentric muscle contractions and the stretch shortening cycle. Anytime there is a cyclic loading and unloading of your muscles, you are doing a plyometric. Now, there's different types of plyometrics. There's extensive plyos and intensive plyos. Now, loaded jumps is more of a power exercise. It's something that I would use earlier on in my training. You can change the hex bar so you start at the top, load it, and then come back up. That would be more of a traditional plyometric. More of a strength speed exercise instead of speed strength. Max approach, max effort jumping. One of the most important training principles out there is the law of specificity. If you want to get better at something, you need to do that thing more. If you want to get better at 2-foot jumping, you need a 2-foot jump more. If you want to get better at 1-foot jumping, you need a 1-foot jump more. This is the most intense plyometric that you can do. The most specific plyometric that you can do is just jumping a lot at max effort, max approach. This is also going to help with your technique if you do it more.
Pangalawa, body composition. Kung yung payat ay naging maskulado at yung overweight naman ay naging matipuno, dito ay makasabay tayo sa pisikalan ng basketball. Tandaan, madaling matulak ang payat at hindi naman makahabol ang mataba. Pangatlo, mid-range shooting. Tandaan na sa mid-range area ay crowded ng depensa. Kailangan na physicality bago makatira. Mas malakas ang ating pangangatawan ay mas easy sa atin umiscore sa mid-range. Pang-apat, rebounding. Sa rebounding ay required na ang ibang level ng physicality. Sa box out pa lang, tulakan. Kung hindi ka nagbubuhat ay madali kang maitulak. Ang isang example nito ay si Dennis Rodman at si Ben Wallace na 6'8 at 6'9. Pero mayroon malakas na pangangatawan sa rebound.
The Jimmy. Dennis hustling. Out to half center court.
Out to half court. The crowd loves it.
Any further. Atkins off the bracket. Rebound to Ben Wallace. Rebound. Antonio Davis got a lot of it, but he lost it. Mikey Moore in the jump hook. No, tapped in by Ben Wallace.
Panlima, pag-atake o driving to the basket. Halimbawa nito ay si Zion at si LeBron na nagpapakita ng may malakas sa pangangatawan ay nagre-resulta sa madali ang score at makapenetrate sa rim. Madalas din ay makakakuha ka ng end one opportunity kapag ikaw ay malakas.
What somebody brought up to me a long time ago, and they talked about a fighter getting ready for 12 rounds or 15 rounds. Herb, I said his corner three looked great. Minute 10 to play in the half. He pulled it back.
See, now Zion can go. He can go now.
And he will to the line.
See, the difference between the two possessions.
James off the high dribble to the bucket. Serving up a facial. LeBron James to the rim.
Get down. James on the drive.
Pang-anim, defense. Defense wins championship. Ika nga nila, ang pagiging malakas ay para makadepensa ng maayos sa malalaking players. Sa modern day basketball na makikita natin ngayon, ang play ng pag-isolate laban sa maliit at mahinang defender ay madalas i-take advantage ng mga teams. Madami pang benepisyo ang maitutulong ng pagbubuhat sa laruang basketball. Siguraduhin lang natin na ang mga programs at training routine ay hindi makakaapekto sa strength ng ating laro. Maraming salamat mga boss sa panonood ng aming video. Huwag niyong kalimutang i-like and share at mag-subscribe na rin kayo. Hanggang sa huli mga boss, basta usapang improvement sa basketball. Basketball Boss TV na. Paalam!